appreciate about this matchup? The team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's man in at the one. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. He dishes it to Gobert. Out to the right wing. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Conley the pass to Edwards. 5 on the clock. There's the three. Morris with the rebound. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with SuperLu for just a minute. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David. Towns wide open. They grabbed their own miss. That one no good. George looking over the floor. Outside Leonard, and there's the pass to man. Outside Leonard. Passes it to Morris. George against Gobert, and it's George missing.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Oh, here's Edwards. To the inside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Out to Conley. Back to Towns. 17-foot shot on the way. That's in there. Conley with the assist. And it's all knotted up.
You know, Towns would rather shoot the three or post you up, but he's good enough as a shooter that the mid-range is effective for him, too.
Now here's Leonard. Going inside and finished off by Leonard.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Here's Conley. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Man passes to George. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Conley kicks to McDaniel. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. .112 left in the first. Outside, George. Here we go. And George with this stuff.
Look at how high George gets off these drives to the hoop. Banging it down with the violence of a madman.
Now here's Towns. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just won up to pretty good one there.
These two guys really like going at each other, don't they?
Boy, I tell you what, we've got a little bit of a personal rivalry brewing here, fellas.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Conley surveying the D. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And he's got the smarts to take advantage of the shaky defense. Conley's been around the block a few times.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's man, covered by Conley. Kicks it out to Leonard. Pass to man. Outside Leonard. Takes the three. Drills the three-pointer. Leonard's got 5.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the years from Leonard has been incredible, especially his three-point shooting.
A good close contest so far. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game. That's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubas. And it's man in at the point guard. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Clippers leading by 3. Pass to George. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
George, no stranger to dealing with contact and still finishing the shot.
Conley dishes to Edwards. Now here's Conley. Tight defense on him. Paul George with the steal. Conley against Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. About a minute and a half into the second quarter now, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Leonard's got the lead up to 9 now for Los Angeles. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Here's George. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Fires from deep, Morris, and he makes that one. And now an 11-point Los Angeles lead. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Clippers?
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Out to Edwards. Timberwolves passing it around. Conley, the pass to McDaniels. 6 to shoot. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Los Angeles.
Now the pass to George. 2 minutes. Here's man. Back to George. Passes it to Morris. Morris with the screen for George. Wants to get it to Morris and does. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It's on Anthony Edwards.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls.
In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank Greg dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
Now Leonard, after Anthony Edwards missed from long range. Leonard attacking. Spins with the spin. And it's George finishing it off.
And it's really obvious that George has put a ton of time into improving his handle. I mean, you never know what he's going to do with the ball in his hands, and most times it's pretty good.
Conley's shot is off. And here's Los Angeles. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Kudos for the effort, but he got there a little too late.
And Zoe Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 17. Driving inside. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Now, here's McDaniel. Towns kicks to Edwards. Towns, high post. He's against Morris. Towns with the bucket.
A high percentage shooter from the field. Towns recognizes what good shot selection is.
Here's man. Covered by Conley. Morris outside. Leonard finds Zubac. And he converts the layup. Zubac has got 4 points in the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And so it's Los Angeles. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for half.
The Timberwolves 14, the Clippers 31.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
We've got Naz Reid. Anderson is out there with Prince, and it's Alexander Walker in at the 2. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. 2 open that time, made it look too easy. And the Clippers lead by 18.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Yeah, really good sign for them offensively. They should keep getting him touches. Make sure he gets shots here.
Noel, no good. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come. You know, even inside Westbrook, unstoppable. He plays with great confidence and also tremendous force for a guard.
Here's Alexander Walker. Eric Gordon with the rebound. Batum scanning the floor. Outside Gordon. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. He kicks it to Westbrook. Back to Gordon. No good there. So Minnesota will take it the other way. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Noel passes to Prince. Powell with the steal. Pass to Plumlee. Right side Westbrook. Back to Plumlee. Makes it off the glass.
When you play with Westbrook, you've got to be ready now. This guy is always looking to pick up an assist.
Noel passes to Alexander Walker. Shot to stop the run. Prince's shot is good. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Batum. Now here's Westbrook. Guarded closer. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Gordon's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Clippers leading by 23.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Westbrook dishes to Gordon. Shot from the wing. Deflected by Alexander Walker. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
Here's Westbrook after the basket by Minnesota. To the paint. Gordon, the pass to Plumlee. Drops in the layup for 2. Plumlee's got 4 this quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Noel. And the pass to Reed. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Noel. No good from outside. 40 seconds left in the third. Westbrook kicks to Gordon. Shoots from 12. Again, Los Angeles.
Boy, Gordon's such a natural scorer. Wherever he is on the floor, he knows how to score the ball. This guy is some kind of offensive player.
Here's Alexander Walker. 17 seconds left to play here in the third. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
And so he makes both from the line. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Mann. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
No good on the shot. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a 1. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So for the Clippers right now, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Mann in at the point.
Paul George can get it done from anywhere on the court now. When he starts percolating, this guy can cook with gas.
Outside Edwards. The kick out to Towns. Off target from three-point range.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's Leonard missing.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Noel passes to Towns. Out to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. He can't hit that time. LA's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Outside Leonard. Passes it to Mann. A good chance here. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Noel. And he stays with it. Pass to Edwards. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back. And when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
And Edwards drops them both.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on.
Pass to Morris. Launches it. George, that's a two-pointer. Not going to go that time. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Edwards kicks to Towns. Kept alive, Minnesota. Gobert the pass to McDaniels. Second shot opportunity, and it goes down 2 points.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Here's Mann. The pass to Leonard. Basket good.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
Oh, here's Edwards to the left side wing. Noel passes to Towns. And here's Edwards. Paul George grabs the miss. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Down low. And it's George finishing it off.
PG-13 emphatically throwing that one down. They're not stopping him on that dunk.
Edwards passes to Towns. Here's Noel. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Leonard.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
And that's the connection Leonard has with his guys. Knows when to go for that alley-oop.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Clippers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Leonard.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Here's Mann. Outside for George. Pulls it up. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is over, and they're the only ones who don't realize that.
Towns with the steal.
And really, that's why you don't want to go up into the air without a plan. Had no option of what to do with the ball.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Here's Mann. In the corner, it's Morris. Back to Leonard. Shoots over McDaniel. And it's Leonard missing. Outside, Towns. Pass to Noel. To the right side. Here's McDaniels. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Thank you.
offense through their bigs, Grant. Talk about the value of being able to do that.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it just speaks to how both teams can beat you in multiple ways of playing. I think it can lead to higher percentage looks with the bigs running the offense. You can strike a nice balance between inside and out, which coaches are preaching right now.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3. Now here's Ayton. Let's go with a 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Here's Conley. It's McDaniels on the wing. Conley passes to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Just 5 on the clock. And a miss there on the triple. Paul against Conley. Up top, Paul. Here's Booker. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
I've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
Good on the second one. Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brent, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
Up top, Edwards. Booker defending. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
No debate there. He got hammered.
That one misses.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Ayton, no good.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Okogie. Booker with it. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Outside Conley. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal foul.
Totally fearless. Conley clashes against strong defense inside. He'll go to any lengths to find those shots. And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
Paul against Conley. Outside Edwards. Back to Conley. Beyond the arc. Buries it from 3. Conley's got 5 now.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Paul passes to Ayton. Outside Booker. 4-3. Ayton tips it back in.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
Conley against Paul. Conley passes to Towns.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Now here's Edwards. Tight defense on him. And Edwards slams it in.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Here's Booker. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Defense tends to overcommit just because Booker's such a great offensive threat. That time he used it to his advantage.
And he makes both free throws.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Now here's Conley. He's got 5. Pass to McDaniels. On the take, and he dunks it down.
Did you see that, B.A.? Just an emphatic tomahawk slam.
Wow, just pure power right there. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Gobert finds Conley. It's McDaniels on the wing. Gobert passes to McDaniels. Now Conley. 5 on the clock. Rebounded by Chris Paul. Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Now Booker. The kick out to Paul. Pass to Aiden. And stolen by Edwards. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Outside Conley. Back to Edwards. To the wing on the left. Towns for 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Such an effective big man. Towns isn't just a post-up threat. He can hurt you off the catch.
Booker, the pass to Paul. Wide open. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it, went right into the shot.
And that does it for the first quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And so in the game for the Suns, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Ayton in at the 5. Here's Noel, driving to the basket. Anderson for 3. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound. The Suns trailing after a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020. They are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry. And they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
And it's slammed in by Durant.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate. Chris Paul delivers.
Here's Alexander Walker. Booker defending. Back to Anderson. Pass to Noel. To the paint. Here's Prince. Just 2 to shoot. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. And Phoenix has possession. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Now here's Booker. Back to Okogie. Wide open look. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. McDaniels passes to Towns. Here's Edwards.
Yes, sir! That's what you tune in for right there. Wow, that is awesome to see the small man challenge the big man. Sometimes when you jump, you can be taller than the big fella.
Durant, pass to Booker, back to Durant. Outside for Booker, from outside the arc. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Lets it go. Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards got 7 points.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Durant with a screen on McDaniels. Pass to Aiden. Outside Booker. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, we talk about the offensive rebounding ability, and they're all about Ayton's timing. What a dunk.
And here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush but so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Durant, and he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. And Kevin Durant, post-Achilles surgery, no apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the third highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
Now here's Conley. 5 points in the game. Here's Towns. Outside Conley. Fires the three. Kevin Durant with a rebound. The Suns have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Pass to Okogie. Here's Ayton. Outside Booker. And here's Paul, guarded by Edwards. Back to Paul. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Paul's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Was Paul a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, find a way to get it done.
Conley passes to Towns. The shot no good. Nice D from Durant. The Suns have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Ayton finds Paul. Here's Durant, defended by Gobert. Back to Durant. Puts up a 3. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Conley. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
A cagey score on the inside. Conley has the smarts and he has the skill.
27 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Ayton. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. To the left side wing. Back to Ross. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And he drops it first.
Shooting for Phoenix, Terrence Ross.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Here's Alexander Walker. No good with a layup. So a tie game here as we finish the first.
21. The Suns. 21.
Just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Nas Reed out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jalen Noel. Then there's Taurean Prince. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2. So that's the lineup from Minnesota.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
And so here's Phoenix. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Ross passes to Payne. Over to the left wing. To the inside. Kicks it out to Warren. And it's going to be a 3-second call. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
Here's Payne after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. And it's Warren on the take. Outside Payne. Outside Ross. The Suns need to get off a shot. Here's Landale. Stolen by Reed. Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Ross. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. And he gets that one.
Prince is such a tough player out there. Does not mind the bump.
Left side Payne. Powered down after the assist. Led him to the lane.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Here's Noel. Here's Anderson. Off target at the rim. The Suns trailing. Pass to Ross. Anderson against Ross. Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Outside Warren. Drives to the hoop. Ross for three. He drops it from range. Ross has got 5 now.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed and getting out on him.
Outside Anderson. Pass to Noel. It's hauled in by the Suns. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Inside. Back to Baisley. And here's Warren.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Baisley. Ross finds Payne. Back to Ross. This for the tie! Baisley misses. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Noel going inside. No good. And Phoenix the other way now. To the paint. Here's Landale. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Nas Reed.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And he's good on the second. Minnesota in the lead. There's a minute 26 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Picked up by Baisley. Down low. Outside Warren. For the lead. Payne, he's open. Here's Landale. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
They've been fantastic tonight, really enforcing giveaways and getting scores on the other end. I mean, you get a few more possessions like that, confidence grows, you win that turnover battle.
Here's Booker driving.
Everybody up for that one.
Goodness!
You could just feel that coming. How about Booker going high up for the dunk?
Outside Anderson. Trying to get back on track. And he lays it up and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
Such a light touch on that finger roll. Classic move there.
Outside Booker. Pass to Landale. Releases from 15. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 3 assists in the game. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. The Suns on top, up 1. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Ooh, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And so in the game for the Suns, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker on the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the 5, down low.
They're one of the best leaders in the NBA. This team loves having Mike Conley in their locker room.
Here's Durant. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Neither team able to build a lead and sustain it.
After 6 lead changes, it feels like it could come down to one big play.
The kick out to Edwards. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
You got to admire how hard they've worked to get to the line. All game long, they've been going right into the defense and drawing foul after foul.
And they've also done a great job of just taking what the defense is giving them. Teams willing to give up a mid-range, take them, knock them down. They've done it.
Now here's Durant. Okogie on the wing. Takes the 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Edwards, a pass to Conley. Gobert on the high post. Outside Edwards. Into the lane.
Everyone in the
And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
people were worried. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Pass to McDaniels. 6 to shoot. Back to Towns. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Conley against Paul. Now here's Booker. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Paul finds Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. The shot that time not on target. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Back to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. The kick out to Conley. The 3. They get it back. They shoot again. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The length of Gobert is a problem for any defense. And of course he uses it so well to draw contact while shooting.
Both good from the line that time. For Phoenix, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Booker's shot is good.
Finishes like that are pretty impressive from Devin Booker, who we know is a great outside shooter.
The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Pass to Towns. Outside Conley. Back to Towns. Edwards against Booker. From deep, Conley sinks the tray.
Oh, it helps to have Conley on the floor during these moments. He's outstanding at coming through on those big possessions.
Now here's Booker. Here's Durant. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 5 assists tonight.
Happy to put the team on his back, especially in the biggest of moments. Durant nailed a huge shot.
Conley against Paul. Conley passes to Towns. To the middle. The kick out to Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. Off target from outside. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Durant finds Ayton. Now Booker. 1:14 left in the final quarter. Ayton passes to Durant. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Here's the break. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And 1:01 left in the fourth. Outside McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. McDaniels passes to Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Daniels. Pass to Edwards. Tipped away.
Good show of strength and confidence from Devin Booker that time. I like to see him active on the defensive end.
Right wing. Here's Okogie. Back to Ayton to tie it up. Here's Okogie. Outside Durant. To take the lead. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Outside Edwards. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's just poor clock management defensively.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
That should put this game on ice, not leaving any points behind. Phoenix calls timeout.
They trail by 4. There's 6 seconds left in the fourth. There's 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Durant, no good. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. Due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
2 shots.
That's off as well, so he misses both. And so it's Minnesota who scraped. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's a Kogi in at the 3 spot. Man, the shot's good on the assist by George.
Well, Paul George is such a solid all-around player. This guy can score it at an elite level, and he passes it well, too.
George against Booker. And then Durant with the jam.
Boy, you cannot let Kevin Durant have that much room to take off. This guy is tremendous as an alley-oop finisher.
Here's Mann, defended by Paul. Mann passes to Leonard. Shot on the wing. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Phoenix will take it the other way.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Durant, the pass to Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it to Booker. Over George. Here's Ayton. It's hauled in by Zubac. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Leonard, no luck. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
The always aware Chris Paul, one of the great passers in history. There's another assist.
Mann passes to George. Tries the spin move. Scores off the spin.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Stolen by Zubac. Here's Mann. Kicks it out to Leonard. A 3-ball. Good on the triple.
Kawhi Leonard, tremendous timing on that play. You've got to be shot ready on the catch.
Booker looking around. And the dunk by Booker.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. The Clippers in the lead. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Outside, George. Pass to Mann. The tray. They get it back. Kicks it out to Covington. The pass to George. Here's Mann. For 3, Covington. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Covington has made himself a viable and legitimate 3-point shooter. How about that one?
Doors of an opportunity knocked in the 2021 playoffs. Terrence Mann was ready to go.
He was, Kevin, and that's not the first time this has happened where an injured teammate meant the team looked to him a little bit more, and he did not waste his opportunity. He scored with a ton of enthusiasm, has a very impressive motor.
Here's George, following the basket by DeAndre Ayton, and George kicks to Leonard. On the wing, George. That ball, nice feed that time from Leonard.
Paul George playing through the contact right there. You like somebody who's willing to navigate traffic.
For 3, Booker. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Covington with the bucket.
Since Covington has arrived in the league, he has come such a long way in his overall game. Great interior work there.
Now here's Ayton. Durant wide open. He fires. Connects from three-point range.
Three-point basket.
Durant's got 5 now.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Booker against George. Oh, Ayton in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
The shot by George. And he beats the buzzer. Wow! And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we'll be right back after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the 1. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Offense has become a focal point in the NBA. We know that. And Doris, is there a place still in this league for defensive specialists?
Undoubtedly, Kevin. Look no further than the NBA champion Golden State Warriors. Gary Payton II played that role to a hilt. He made the difference between winning and losing when it mattered most. Elite perimeter defense is always in demand.
Passes it to Paul. Back to Booker. Pass to Okogie. Here's Paul. And the rejection by Zubac. And that one's good, Ayton. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's man, defended by Paul. Man passes to George. Off target from outside. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns, trailing by 5. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. Doris, let me ask you this. Is Kevin Durant the greatest scoring forward ever?
I think he is, Kevin, but I also think that limits his greatness, because when Kevin Durant is done and you consider the combination of his handle, his shooting, and the size, we've never seen that combination to this level. He will go down as one of the greatest ever, regardless of attribute you're trying to assign to him. And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And Ayton throws it down.
But Devin Booker, known as a scorer, but this guy is able to put it on time and on target.
Outside for George. To the middle. Here's Covington, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
The Clippers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throw.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has turned himself into an offensive force. He's a 3-level scorer, but I think you have to admire the fact that this guy is as versatile as it gets on the defensive end. He could guard 1 through 5 if necessary.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on 8. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit. Guys, I like how assertive DeAndre Ayton is looking right now. This is allowing him to stay hot out there.
George sets a screen for Leonard. Outside for George. There's 1:40 left to play here in the half. Leonard inside. He's guarded by Booker. No good from Zubac.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
George with the ball. He's picked up by Paul. Deflects the pass. Booker with no one around. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Booker's got 7 points in the game.
In this situation, Devin Booker on the catch will never hesitate.
Outside, George. Right side, Leonard. Launches a three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. There's 49 seconds left in the second quarter. Ayton finds Booker. Back to Ayton. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
Well, the big man flashing his touch. DeAndre Ayton makes it look easy.
Man passes to Leonard. Off the run. Nailed from three-point land. Leonard's got it all tied up now for the Clippers. For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Zubac against Durant. For the three. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Suns lead by 2.
This guy, a relentless force on the glass. DeAndre Ayton going to work and getting the putback.
That one, no good. Thanks for the great interview, David.
Your Clippers, 30. The Suns, 32.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Cameron Payne is out there with Terrence Ross. Then it's DJ Warren. And it's Landale in at the center, locking down the middle. And that one's good. Westbrook.
Well, the aggressive play on the interior paying off for Russell Westbrook right now. He is always able to score on the inside. The explosive hops makes it easier.
Here's Ross. Lays it up off the glass. Ross has got the lead back up to 4 now for Phoenix.
Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
Outside Warren. Out to the right wing. Payne finds Warren. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Ross. Good work defensively by Morris. LA's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. The shot's good from Plumlee.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Ross against Gordon. Now, here's Warren. Defense right on him. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Well, this guy's a team-first guy, and if you're open and Baisley can put it on time and on target, he is more than willing.
Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Payne. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That was pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
It's feature time, fans. Who wants one? Come on, let's hear it.
Westbrook with it. Working on Payne. In the corner, it's Gordon. No one around him. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Norman Powell with the rise and fire from three-point territory. Pretty delivery.
Phoenix calls timeout. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
Let's give a round of applause.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now.
That was your Clippers Spirit.
Gordon against Booker. Basket counts. Booker's got 9.
Boy, just tremendous focus from Devin Booker. On the interior, it matters not if he's facing size. Look out.
Westbrook against Paul. Gordon inside. Just 5 on the clock. From downtown. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Ayton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next step, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Westbrook with it. Chris Paul covering. Foul for 3. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Now it's a 7-point Los Angeles lead. The shot by KD. No good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Westbrook up top. He has 5. Shot by Gordon, wide open. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Oh, what a pretty delivery right there from Russell Westbrook. Nice pass.
Here's Booker. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
He was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Westbrook with it. Chris Paul covering. Back to Westbrook. And stolen by Ayton. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Durant, and the call on the shot sends him to the line. That one's on Eric Gordon.
Now, Kevin Durant is such a difficult check, right? You've got to guard against the shot, and this is where he can draw contact and make it so difficult.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Shot by Paul, no good.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
And so it's Los Angeles in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's man in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. 2 on the clock. Misses the 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Paul's shot is off.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
On the wing, George. No good with the triple. Suns trail by 9. And Covington sends it back.
Now, this guy is such a lengthy wing defender. Robert Covington doing work defensively.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. And here's Booker from the arc. It's good from long range. Booker's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Suns. Outside, George spins. It's Covington on the wing. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. KD with it. Now Covington defending. Durant, and KD is right there.
Yeah, what a sequence by Kevin Durant. If he's near the cup when a shot goes up, he's going to use that length, his feel for where it's going to come off, and he's going to make you pay.
Kicks to George. Zubac, a screen on Booker. Man passes to Leonard. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Boy, the range of Kawhi's shooting just keeps getting deeper and deeper. He really stretches you out.
Here's KD. And KD throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Tries the spin move. Leonard the pass to man. Paul with the steal. To the paint. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Durant.
Well, Josh Okogie sees somebody working in space and puts the ball on time and on target.
Man passes to Leonard. Outside, George. Covington setting the pick for George. Ball stolen. It's tipped. And the Clippers call time here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
I now send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
Paul George's ability to put the ball on the floor and drive it balances out his shooting. So important to have both.
For 3, Booker. Here's Ayton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
And that one's good. Leonard.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient. Well, he can hit big shots. Booker's about as confident a young man as we've seen when the pressure's on.
Leonard kicks to George. Outside, Covington. Shot clock at 5. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Here's man, defended by Paul. Pass to Leonard. Spins. Dishes it to George. Takes a three. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Booker outside. Cans the three.
Yeah, one of his many attributes, guys. Booker is hard to stay with when he's pulling up off the dribble.
Now, here's George. So the Clippers with the win. They didn't hit. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it.
Tremendous, Allie. Thank you. So the Timberwolves win the tip. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves: Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at point. Now here's Towns. The kick out to Conley. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Zubac.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play. Coming off his third All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times, and he's a block machine.
Now here's Leonard. It's George on the wing. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time.
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker.
Here's McDaniels. Here's Conley. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Mann. He's guarded by Conley. Out to Leonard. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Now Gobert. McDaniels with it. He's picked up by Zubac. Out to the wing. Towns passes to McDaniels. The kick out to Conley. Edwards against George. Edwards can't hit. Here's Mann. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. McDaniels finds Towns. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And it's Towns with the power finish.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
Leonard outside. Morris on the wing. Shot clock at 5. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Here's George. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
They swipe it.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Zubac with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Pass to Mann. Tries the spin move. Out to Leonard. The 3-ball. Stolen by Conley. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's Gobert. Soft touch off the glass. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Timberwolves.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
6 on the shot clock. George passes to Morris. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
The defensive chops of Towns, able to use his length and timing to stifle shooters.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Outside Edwards. Driving in.
Oh, my goodness. They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Now here's George. Out to Leonard. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's man. He's guarded by Conley. For three, George. Minnesota with a rebound.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Conley passes to Gobert. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Gobert's got 6 points.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
Spins. Here's George. And George with the jam.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Picked by Gobert. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead.
Your Clippers Houston team. Let's give a round of applause.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's man in at the one. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now here's Edwards. Pass to Towns. Shot clock at 6. McDaniels against Morris. McDaniels can't hit. The Clippers trail. Leonard outside. Well, you've got stars and you've got closers. Smitty, are those always the same thing?
It's not, B.A. There's some guys that are not stars and they can close. And there's some guys that are stars that can't close. But when you get the superstar, he can do both.
Now here's Edwards. McDaniels passes to Conley. Lays it up and banks it in. Conley's gotten his second bucket.
Really no answer for Mike Conley when he's handling the rock like that. What a performer.
Pass to Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Now here's Edwards. It's Edwards on the wing. Gobert inside. Zubac's there. And Gobert with the stuff.
Hard to stop Gobert on the dunk. His length gives him a clear path to the rim.
Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State, Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
Now here's Leonard. No one near him. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide-open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. Goes up from the top of the key. Conley finds Edwards. Towns down low. He's guarded by Zubac. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
George. And George with the jam.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
And for man, proving he belongs earned him a 2-year, $22 million contract extension.
And B.A., I love his game. An efficient scorer and good decision maker who doesn't try to do too much. He just makes it easy for coach to trust him with bigger minutes.
Now here's Towns. Pass to Gobert. The kick out to Edwards.
2 minutes remain.
Now Conley. Back to Edwards.
2 minutes.
Fires at the elbow. That one no good. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. George outside. Leonard outside. Back Back to George. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Going all the way to the rack. Edwards finds McDaniels. Now Towns. He's guarded by Zubats. Here's Edwards. And Gobert with the stuff.
The long reach of Rudy Gobert really comes in handy when he's patrolling the offensive glass.
To the inside. George's shot is good. George has gotten 4 this quarter.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Outside Conley. Pass to Gobert. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got his 4th rebound in this one. George passes to Leonard. And stolen by Edwards. Here's Towns. Now here's Edwards. Leonard defending. Edwards, here we go.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Free throw good, Edwards. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. And both free throws good for Edwards. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Westbrook against Conley. Now here's Westbrook, tightly guarded. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Just 5 on the clock. It's blocked by Gobert.
This is why shooters always have an eye out for Rudy. And if you don't, this could be the result.
And so it's Minnesota. They have a night.
With the score, your Clippers 11, the Timberwolves 20.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. You look at Rudy Gobert in this game, he's been everywhere.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
On the court for Minnesota, they've got Taurean Prince. Naz Reid out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jalen Noel. And it's Alexander Walker in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Powell. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Anderson finds Reid. Here's Noel. Back to Reid. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Defended by Gordon. Pass to Noel. And he banks in the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
Los Angeles shooting 40% from the field in this one. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Gordon. And the jumper falls for him. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Noel. Pass to Alexander Walker. Launches it. Outside, Anderson. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Defended by Gordon. And they recover it. Reid. Here's Noel. Hounded by Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Noel. Takes a 3. The Clippers grab the miss. A Chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Plumlee. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one.
Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
Left side Anderson. Pass to Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. Prince down low. Working on Powell. Here's Anderson. Here's Prince. Three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Gordon, the pass to Covington. It's intercepted. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Gordon outside. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter.
Russell Westbrook's ranks on the all-time list are incredible. He's in the top 100 for points, rebounds, assists, and steals. And don't forget, he's the triple-double king.
Anderson against Westbrook. Out to Covington. Pass to Gordon. Back to Covington. 2 on the clock. Lets it go from the wing. Westbrook with the miss. And with Westbrook, is there anyone you could see breaking his triple-double record?
I think Luka Doncic has a chance. He's already in the top 10 on that list and has a long career ahead of him. I remember thinking no one would break Oscar's record, but Russell did it.
Now here's Reed. Here's Noel, and he jams it home with authority.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Out to Covington. This one for 3. Hits the trifecta. Covington's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
There's 25 seconds left in the third. Back to Noel. Outside Anderson. From downtown. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Westbrook outside. Out to Gordon. Pulls it. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's man in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubats. Westbrook, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
Substitution on the court.
McDaniels up top. Outside Conley. 6 to shoot. Right side Edwards. Fires the 3. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
We're watching the offensive development by Rudy Gobert. He is exploding tonight.
Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. George, right side. Here's Zubats. Pass to Morris from the arc. Minnesota with a rebound. And stolen by Leonard. And Gobert with a block. They get it back. George passes to Westbrook. Goes back up, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Edwards. Towns with the ball. Back to Edwards. That one's good, and it's Towns with the assist.
Nice offense here. Close in. Great bet to go.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Rudy Gobert.
Hey, guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
I'll tell you, this is the kind of game you love to have from your role players. Putting up big numbers, filling in the gaps, and supporting your squad out on the road. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. He let his guys know that he needs more from them to close this deficit. He said, quote, "We have to get something started. I know we're behind, but you are capable of taking this game if you still want it."
And Allie, thanks. Now here's George. Westbrook outside. 5 to shoot. Pass to Leonard. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Here's Gobert, and it's blocked. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. Here's Edwards, and he drives in, and Edwards slams it in.
That's a terrific read by Gobert, understanding the offensive end better and better, especially as of late.
Now here's George. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. The Timberwolves have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Conley against Westbrook. Towns down low. Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. For 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Leonard finds George. A minute 31 left in the fourth quarter. Leonard against Edwards. Kicks it out to Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. Towns passes to Conley. Outside Edwards. Left side Conley. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
It's so good to see Mike Conley out there. After all the injuries, I just love how the offense runs with him at the helm.
It's both from the stripe. The Clippers running out of time. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Pass to George. Up and in on the layup.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Here's Towns. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Russell Westbrook. And here's Leonard. The 3 is up. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Conley with the ball. He's picked up by Westbrook. Jacks up a 3. Back to Conley. 3-pointer. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. Leonard for 3. Connects from downtown.
I mean, unbelievable. It's one thing to be talented, but Kawhi is clutch as well.
And here's Conley. And so it's Minnesota with the W. Just a gutsy performance.
focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. Now here's Towns. Clock at 2. Here's Edwards. Moving in. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Phoenix with the ball. Pass to Booker. Feeds it to Ayton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. For his position, DeAndre Ayton is exceptionally well equipped.
Yeah, are you talking about those long arms, that 7'6" wingspan? Yeah, those will help you knock away a few shots or pluck down a few rebounds out of the air. That is no question.
You know, so much hype around Ayton. Has that rare combination of NBA-ready body, productivity, and upside.
Now here's Conley. Clock at 6. Back to Towns. Stolen by Durant. Paul kicks to Ayton. Conley with it. Now guarded by Booker. Conley, the pass to Edwards. Hands it from downtown.
And so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Booker draws the double. Paul against Conley. Kicks it out to Booker. And so just over a minute and a half played. It's Durant on the wing. Tries again. He squares up and sinks it.
And this is what Paul is known for. He is a shrewd distributor with a pass-first mentality.
Conley scanning the floor. Edwards finds Conley to the wing right side. McDaniels passes to Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And finished off by McDaniel.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Now here's Booker. Back to Durant. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Conley kicks to Towns. Out to Conley. Lets it go from deep. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find. And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Conley with a wide-open look. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
For 3, Booker, a three-pointer is right on target. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
Flushing it on a much taller defender. That is just filthy.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. 3-point lead. Pass to Edwards. With the authority.
That is a monster finish.
Oh.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Kicks it out to Paul. This one for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Outside, Towns. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Kicks it out to Booker. All against Conley. Here's Durant. Good, and Paul gets the assist. KD's got his second bucket.
So polished from the interior. Durant is terrific at utilizing his physical advantages down on the block.
Edwards dishes to Conley. Down low. Gobert finds Conley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Edwards driving to the basket. And Edwards with the stuff.
And once Edwards gets a step on you, it's likely going to be a bucket or a foul or both.
Durant for three. Here's a Kobe. Paul outside. The three. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so lots of score.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard position.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
And finished off by McDaniel.
Assist from.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves leading by 4. Edwards passes to McDaniels. From outside, off the mark. The Suns shooting about 42% so far.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. He gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves. And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Edwards kicks to Conley. Lays it up and banks it in. Conley's got 8 points.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Booker the pass to Ayton. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. One thing you hear about officiating is you're able to get away with much more in the paint, Richard, than you are on the perimeter. So what's the solution? Call it closer in the paint and looser on the outside? Where should we go?
I think you just need to let them play everywhere, to tell you the truth. Because I like it when games become a little bit more physical. Because you get to see who's in the best condition. You get to see who are the stronger players. And then, up top, you got to be smart. Because the smart will take from the strong. God, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now here's Edwards. He has 7. To the inside, Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Right side, Durant. Ball against Conley. And Ayton throws it down.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Here's Conley. The shot, no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. Paul with the ball. Conley picks him up. And then Durant with the dunk.
Okay, normally the guy is a sleeper, but those were 2 loud points there by Kevin Durant.
Now the pass to Towns. Kicks to McDaniels. There's the drive. Towns, the pass to Edwards. Fires the 3. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. 1:56 left in the first half of basketball. Passes to Booker. He dishes it to KD. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. McDaniels finds Edwards. to McDaniel. Bucket is good. McDaniel's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's why you don't let them get positioned deep in the post.
And they need better team defense. How about your man in the post? It takes multiple guys to stop him.
Paul dishes to Booker. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 3.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
Al Paul following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Now here's Towns. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. With the tip, rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Great positioning on the putback. Ayton's got the lead up to 1 now for the Suns.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
4 seconds separate the shot and game clocks. Out to the right wing. KD against Towns. 6 to shoot. Left side, Edwards. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Substitution on the court.
Three seconds left. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's his first trip to the line.
Second team foul.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
And that's it for the first half of Thank you, David. We'll be back after it.
26. The Timberwolves. 23.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
We've got Payne, also Terrence Ross out there. And it's Landale in at the 5 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Here's Alexander Walker. He is guarded by Ross. Alexander Walker passes to Noel. No good on the triple. Phoenix leading by 3. Inside, and he goes in for the dunk.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Anderson. Pass to Noel. 5 on the clock. Anderson kicks to Prince. Minnesota working with a new shot clock. Noel passes to Prince. Here's Noel. Another shot. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a 6th sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Now here's Payne. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Baisley, defended by Anderson. Pass to Ross. The Suns need to get a shot off. Warren match for 2. Rebound, Minnesota.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Back to Ross. Fires the three. Knocks down the three ball. Ross has got 5 now.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Over to the left wing. Here's Alexander Walker. The pass to Ross. Three-pointer. The shot comes out. Timberwolves trail by 4. Passes it to Noel. Out of bounds, will go to the Suns. Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believed in ourselves.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. It's stolen. Here's the break. Here's Payne. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 4 to the right side. Alexander Walker passes to Reed. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of this. And good on the second, so he makes them both. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
Now, here's Warren. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Warren, a screen on Anderson. Baisley. Warren against Prince. Warren, good. And the Suns lead by 4.
Showing some assertiveness inside. Warren knows you can't beat the defense if you play scared.
Anderson outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Alexander Walker's got 4 points this quarter.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Warren on the wing. Driving the lane. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Suns shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Here's Alexander Walker. And too long on the shot. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Suns ahead. They're up.
Please give a big round of applause.
Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Here we go, man.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Reed. Anderson is out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Alexander Walker in at the shooting guard position. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open 3, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Thanks, David. KD's shot is off.
and close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Edwards dishes to Gobert. Edwards looking it over.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive and trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers, the hustle stats for the Suns. And the first one drops. And Edwards drops them both. So it's Phoenix now, a 2-point game. Paul outside. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Paul. And that's 10 points for KD.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Conley kicks to Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
An agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Here's Booker. Dishes it to Durant. Kicks it out to Paul. Feeds it to Ayton. Stolen by Michael Conley. Here's Towns. Count the basket and the foul. Chris Paul picks up that one.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
They've played with a lot of heart to get back in this, and now they've got the other side on their heels with the game winding down.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Conley. Here's Towns. Out to Edwards. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 6 assists now in the game. Suns trail by 4. Booker outside. And he drives in. Durant wide open. He fires. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Along with Hall of Fame talent, KD is just clutch.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
The kick out to Towns. Ball against Conley. Back to Towns. 5 to shoot. It's Edwards on the wing. Drives to the hoop. And Edwards with the stop.
The more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Now here's Booker. Gobert with the block. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Edwards passes to Gobert. Edwards kicks to Gobert. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the inside. Lets it go. Pass to Okogie. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's KD. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
First team.
Just embracing the spotlight and the chance to be clutch. Durant loves going to the line in these close games. And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
Outside Conley. It falls!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
Booker against Edwards. Booker the pass to Ayton. Outside, KD. And there's the pass to Okogie. Ayton inside. Defended by Gobert. Money!
He is a great kid. I love to see this from Ayton, stepping up in the big moment, letting his talent take over.
Now here's Conley. Outside Edwards. Over in the corner, McDaniels. He kicks to Conley. McDaniels with the ball. Oh, good on the three. Phoenix calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. 3 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And I think they've got enough time to try and get the ball inside. And unless they get a wide open look on the perimeter, that should be what the focus is. Even if you miss at the rim, you've got a good chance to maybe try and draw a foul.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And so it's Phoenix who's straight by with, all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
To the best kid.
Don't expect a lot of mistakes or sloppy play tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of experience on the floor, so teams will play the right way. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If both squads can keep things tight, we could be in for a very competitive game.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the point. Now here's Booker, Durant, and it's slammed in by Durant.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
Pass to Leonard. Kicks it to George. Leonard on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. On the take. And the dunk by Leonard.
And the claw striking once more. He can be a dominant rebounder at the small forward position.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Nifty move. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's man. It's George on the wing. Tries to spin move. And the jam by George.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
He's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
The Clippers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's man. He's guarded by Paul. Man misses. The Suns have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Booker, the pass to Durant. Here's Okogie. Leonard defending. Back to Paul. Pass to Durant. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
So it's the Clippers now, trailing by 2. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Now George. There's the drive, and George with the jam.
Paul George just quick and smooth that time coming down the lane. Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building. It just looks incredible.
This is legit showmanship right here. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the tomahawk there.
That's more than just getting 2 points. That was sending a clear message. Now here's Covington. Leonard for 3. Sends it home from 3-point land.
3-point field.
Leonard's got 5. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, it's moving them well into the right direction.
Tipped. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. The 3. Durant pulls it in. The Suns have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Pass to Okogie. Lets the 3 fly. Buries it from 3.
Yeah, with how much attention Durant draws, he's a skilled passer, and he'll make it happen.
Here's man. He's guarded by Paul. Double team on Leonard. Here's man. Back to Covington. Shot clock at 5. Driving inside. Kevin Durant with a rebound.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
And the Suns get it back. Paul passes to Durant. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. 20 seconds left now in the first quarter. Here's Mann. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Pass to Covington. George with it. Puts it up from 17. That misses. Would have counted had it gone.
Good show of strength and confidence from Devin.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Suns ahead, leading by just 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Phoenix.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Counted from distance.
Not sure when Kawhi saw him, but the fact is he did, and he delivered. That's a great pass.
George against Booker. The kick out to Paul. From deep. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Well, what do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? You think about guys down the stretch who you have run your offense. CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
Now here's Ayton. Tries again. Outside for Booker. Pass to Durant. Shot is up. Phoenix no good that time either. As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Here's Booker. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
And you got to love Devin Booker and the way he just competes no matter what the score is and no matter where the team is sitting in the stadium.
And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
And it's the Suns with the ball. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Outside for Booker. No good on the shot. Ooh, nice D from George. Leonard for 3. Okogie pulls down the board.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Booker.
Defense tends to overcommit just because Booker's such a great offensive threat. That time he used it to his advantage.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and storing off assists, it's a nice way to play.
The Suns trailing.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. It was their most wins in the season in franchise history. It just didn't play out that way.
Here's George coming off a Suns make. Leonard with a screen on Booker. George passes to Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Paul George is great at breaking down the defense, and he does it with the pass that time.
The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and the point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. Make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
So it's the Clippers now, following the score by Phoenix. Back to man. Out to Covington. He drains out one after two misses. Now 1 for 3.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now here's Booker. Now here's Paul. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Banked it in off the glass. And the Suns lead by 1.
CP3 taking a hit, still unfazed.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. It's George on the wing. He takes it in. And George with the jam. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
And Booker with the jam.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate. Chris Paul delivers.
It's George on the wing. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Allie, as always, thank you.
Your Suns, 23. The Clippers, 22.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And so in the game for the Clippers, we've got Marcus Morris. Eric Gordon is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Norman Powell, and it's Plumlee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's Westbrook off the drive, and Westbrook slams it home.
Man, you see his eyes. Westbrook never getting off the rim there, and he has the focus to absorb the contact and still convert.
Marcus Morris Sr., first personal foul.
The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brent.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
The Clippers trail. Westbrook with it, and it's Payne picking him up. Out to Gordon. Fires for 3. And that comes off the assist by Morris. Gordon's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Payne against Westbrook. To the paint. Here's Warren. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Yeah, Warren hungry to get in there and get his hands on the rim. 2 more for him.
Inside. Gordon. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Gordon's got 5 points in the quarter. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
It's Ross on the wing. There's the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Westbrook with it. Powell outside. Back to Westbrook. And Westbrook draws the double. He got a piece of it.
Given how long Baisley is, just not a good idea to get that ball anywhere near that length.
And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Now here's Powell. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Westbrook can't hit. For Phoenix, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Warren into the lane. Here's Baisley. to Warren. Outside Ross. Picked up by Baisley. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
So he gets them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Westbrook outside. Pass to Morris. To the middle. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
And Russell right now playing heads up, looking for guys.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Outside Ross. With the drive. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Now here's Westbrook. Powell passes to Gordon. Offensive rebound. Powell outside from behind the arc. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook.
Great job by Norman Powell off the catch.
For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Down low. Here's Landale. That shot, no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. To the middle. Here's Morris. And the layup is good off the glass. And now a 4-point Clipper lead.
Well, all eyes on Westbrook defensively. It helps to make this play work as he delivers on time and on target.
Ross can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. And Powell with the stuff.
How about Norman Powell and his vertical prowess there?
The Suns shooting around 50% of the game so far. Ross against Gordon. Outside Payne. Will it go? Another shot. Landale. Payne. Nice persistence to tip it back in.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. To the paint. Stolen by Ross. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
The Clippers in the lead. Now Westbrook. Here he goes. And Westbrook slams it home.
Get up there, young fella. Sometimes as a point guard, you got to take it yourself.
Well, it's okay to be selfish when you can flush it like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There you respect the decision-making from him out there.
Ross for 3. And we've reached the end of the third. Clippers ahead, up by 4. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
It doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. A nice shot by Zubac.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Paul shot is off.
I have no clue why he pulled up from there. At this point in the game, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, well, the bloopers, right?
Now here's Leonard. Outside Covington. Westbrook left side. Pass to Zubac. Clock at 6. Uses the glass on the layup. And now an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Booker, pass to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
That's impressive. Kevin Durant just getting up and throwing it down.
Westbrook with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Kicks it to George. Three-pointer. And Aiden pulls it down. Well, the Suns shooting around 50% of the game so far. Outside Paul. Pass to Aiden. Oh, and the jam by Aiden.
Yeah, Aiden out there playing poker with the flush.
Westbrook outside. George is screen on Paul. Westbrook finds George. The basket drop, and they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen one shot.
The previous play is
still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. He focused on perimeter play at both ends. On D, he wants to prevent open looks from deep. And at their own end, he thinks they can create better shots with better ball movement. We'll see if he gets his wish. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
You have to be alert if you're guarding Devin Booker. He's terrific at cutting apart the defense with the dribble move.
Here's Westbrook. And the layup is good.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
And the three-pointer goes.
You can count on Booker for some three-point efficiency. He might not take as many as he used to. Still dangerous.
Here's Westbrook. It's hauled in by the Suns. Durant's got 4 rebounds now. For Phoenix, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Zubac. So it's the Clippers now. 4-point game. And Leonard, here we go.
Such a difficult guy to keep up with, but also have a conversation with. Leonard, sometimes all you can do is foul him.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Clippers?
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
They've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
And Booker with the jam.
That's got to feel good. A guy who can score, stepping up and hitting buckets, as important as that one.
Westbrook outside. George outside. Back to Westbrook. George with it. Durant covering. Leonard for 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Three-point field goal.
And the Clippers lead by 6.
Kawhi Leonard's game is just so special. He's so talented at getting to his spots, doing it with patience and poise, and capitalizing.
The Clippers have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And we've got 1:18 left in the final quarter. Spins. Pass to Leonard. Now Covington.
Covington, it gets underappreciated, but the guy who runs the floor, he'll guard a bunch of different positions, he'll hit three-point shots. It's a lot of complimentary stuff.
Robert Covington taking 2 shots.
And so both free throws good. And it's an 8-point ball game. The Suns running out of time. Durant, the pass to Booker. The fadeaway. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
This guy wants those kind of shots. That's Devin Booker. Wow.
To the inside. George passes to Zubac. Out to Leonard. Westbrook outside. Outside Covington. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by the Suns. Absolutely no room for error.
Everything has to almost fall perfectly for them to pull this out.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line. So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6.
And for Westbrook, we talk about playing with a controlled intensity, and when he does that, he's unstoppable.
Every free throw is crucial in a close game. Nice work at the line.
Durant's shot is off.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Outside Covington. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. Just a gut alley. Thank you as always.